We've got a 1010, possible narcotics sale. Reported location is near Lincoln. Over.
How's it going?
Peter, I just want to make sure you haven't left any equipment you've built for your friend around the lab. It's no bother to me, but if the grant committee stops by again...
Don't worry, Doc. I make a point not to leave anything there. But I know my friend appreciates you looking out for him. There's a lot of people who don't like him very much.
That buffoon Jameson and his audience of sheep? Please. The people who do great things in this world are those who don't let bullies like him stand in their way. People like us.
You said a mouthful, Doc. Take care. Wouldn't be New York without a seedy drug deal. Oh, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this.
I'll break your bones! He's in the air. What do we do? This was supposed to be an easy pull! You're gonna regret that! When I break your bones. Stand still! Come on! This ain't even fair!
Drugs are maybe my most disliked criminal activity. Definitely top 5. Or bottom 5. However that works. If I was a cop, I'd love me. Anonymous text, easy arrest, boom, job done.
Spider-Man! I was in Times Square during the Fisk assault. Just want to say thank you. Saved my life.
This is a decent neighborhood.
I beat this wrestler right after getting my powers. Never had that much money before in my life. Or since, come to think of it.
Mugging reported. Proceed with caution. Suspects are armed. Officers needed in Central Park.
Oh, it is on!
It's him! Watch him!
Every two-bit mugger thinks he's the next Wilson Fisk. Well, they are going to jail, so...
The Manhattan Bridge at the Flatbush Avenue exit.
shorts or, like, slipper socks.
Wait till they see this shirt. Oh man, it's you! Only been in this video a week and already I really can't believe it! Hey!
Spider-Man?
An assault. I better step in.
You think I wouldn't see you following me? I wasn't. I swear. Spider-Man!
Try and guess how I feel about bullies.
Spidey, you got him! Not how we planned it. It's in the air. What do we do? Hold still!
Oh, what? It's not fun getting beat up? Well, sit with that for a while.
Thanks. I think I'll be okay.
Okay, Miss Spider-Man's Menace.
Attention units. Report receipt of a narcotics sale in progress. Any officers near Midtown North, please copy.
Wouldn't be New York without a seedy drug deal. Ah, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this.
Get over here! He's hurt! Damn it! Man! This ain't even fair! Fighting when I break your bones! No joke! Going right through us! Guns are all over! You asked for this! I will crush your tiny bones!
Huh. Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check. Wait a minute, what's that feeling? Do I miss him? No.
backup for a chase in progress. Please respond. Location is Cathedral.
Nice.
Sounds corny, but...
Hey, we don't need you here right now, right?
We're making our way over from Pier 4 now. Show us about 1182. Units 1182. Would you look at that? Half the crime tower's back up already.
When Spider Cop's on the job, come hell or high water, the job gets...
Nope. Nope.
She'd never admit it, but the chief was warming up to Spider Cop. His casual disregard for by-the-book thinking was a breath of fresh air. She'd come around someday.
All units, civilians in need of assistance following a severe car crash. Officers near Bowery, please respond.
Serious car accident down there. Looks bad. I've got this. Stay calm. Someone's trapped in that car.
Spider-Man! Help! I can't move! Help me! Please!
Everyone's safe. I should let fire and rescue do their jobs.
I'm gonna tell everybody you're for real. Thank you.
I knew Jameson was wrong about you.
Fist says hi! Mr. Fist says hi!
I better be more careful with my adoring public.
You might have heard about the robbery at Roseman's auction house. What you probably didn't hear, but my sources confirm, is that the perpetrators were wearing masks. Horrible, demonic faces. Yet another example of the explosion in mass criminals since Spider-Man came on the scene. Let's hear your thoughts. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, I see your point, but Spider-Man stopped those guys today. Saying he's like them because he wears a mask isn't fair. It's like prejudice.
Wrong. Here's a little lesson in the English language, my friend. Prejudice means to prejudge someone before you know anything about them. I know all I need to about Spider-Man. He runs around causing chaos, wearing a mask so he doesn't have to answer for his shenanigans, and a flashy costume so he gets attention to feed his gigantic, insatiable ego. Now, if I'm a mentally unstable person and I see him getting all this coverage, what am I going to do? It's called copycat behavior, people, and it's ruining New York.
All units be advised, break-in in progress. Mobilize on Dutchtown.
All I did was save this kid's balloon from floating away, and he made me this. It's the little things that make it all worth it. Hi, Herman.
Seriously? Give it up! You're never gonna catch me!
That's what you said last time.
I don't want to hurt you! You'll just slow me down!
Wow, that's considerate. What's the money for, Herman?
Why do you care?
Actually, I don't. I'm just trying to make polite conversation.
I'm done talking!
But this could be so much more rewarding if we connected on an emotional level. Wait, I forgot. You don't have emotions. Come on, Herman. At least talk to me so we can make it interesting. Gotcha. Now let's talk.
I said I'm done talking!
Noted. Honestly, Herman, why are you robbing again? You know the police are watching your every move. I mean, we all know you're kind of dumb, but I didn't think you were this dumb. You must be desperate, which means you're not just stealing for yourself. You must be working with someone, or for someone. You can tell me who it is now, or make me punch it out of you later. Your choice.
Said enough!
Move, move, move! Gotta hurry. Herman? You have like zero personality, but your suit is awesome. Can we talk design details? Maybe later.
Good work, Spider-Man. Did you learn anything about his motive?
I tried, but he's not very talkative. Plus, I think he hates me.
You have that effect on a lot of people.
But you love me, right, Yuri?
I tolerate you.
Wow. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Looks like I got some free time. Maybe now's a good time to look into that mask. Oh, it's MJ. Hey, MJ. You're up late?
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with Shocker tonight.
Yeah, he was unusually combative. Anyway, thanks again for dinner. What do I owe you?
How about a favor? You still have that mask from the gallery?
Yeah. I'm actually on my way to the Feast Center now to ask Martin Lee about it.
Martin Lee? Why?
He has a degree in art history. If anyone knows about the origins of that mask, he will.
Just keep me in the loop. Like I said, I think there's a bigger story here, and I plan to be the one to break it.
Sure. So I can call you, like, whenever?
Yeah, whenever, whatever.
So I guess we're talking again. Cool.
Folks, I have to once again defend myself against the spurious claims from McDonald Mac Gargan, aka the Scorpion. Yes, as I fully disclosed, I bankrolled the experiment that gave him superior strength, speed, and that unsightly cyborg tail. The idea was to create an anti-Spider-Man who is not a threat and stops menaces. I had no idea he was crazy. Do you think his resume said psycho with a poisoning fetish? His lawsuit is a transparent attempt to reduce his sentence at the raft by placing the blame for his deeds on me. And that is one package J. Jonah Jameson refuses.
An Oscorp visitor badge from when I interviewed there. Would have paid well, but Dr. Octavius offered the chance to really make a difference.
All units advised, we have an assault reported in progress. Need immediate response at Union Square.
Come on.
I can't let him hurt that victim anymore. Try and guess how I feel about bullies. I realize the irony in me saying this, but I hope you've learned not to hit people.
Yo, Spider-Man! You don't need
Attention all units. We have a possible kidnapping. Officers near Bowery, please respond.
Almost morning. Mr. Lee will be here soon. I could use a snack. Mr. Lee's usually in his office now.
6 months sober. Never thought I'd make it.
Shooters in the area of not just Fisk Towers, but right in the heart of
Peter, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee. I have a friend, Mary Jane. She's a reporter. She's doing a story on art imports, and she found this piece. Well, she wanted an expert opinion on it, and I know you have a degree.
And this might be the first time I actually get to use it. Let's see what you have. Interesting. Where'd she find it?
I'm really not sure. Why, what is it?
A replica of an antique Chinese opera mask. I haven't seen one in years. This symbol here roughly translates to demon.
Demon?
My father read me ghost stories with that mask and symbol in it when I was young. Scared the hell out of me. Peter, listen. That mask, it could be connected to dangerous people. Mary Jane might want to find a different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
I don't know. Why take the risk?
Hey.
The symbol inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee. Never seen him like that. He even said you should drop the story.
Fat chance. Do you think Mr. Lee knows more than he's letting on?
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something. I know his childhood was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, makes sense. Demons, huh? Catchy name. Okay, gotta get writing. See you soon.
Well, that went about as well as I could have hoped.
I never used to feel safe at the other shelter. This one, I have never had a problem.
There's always someone looking out for us.
Veteran homelessness is down, but still way too high. Good thing my buddy Flash Thompson's doing his best to fix that. Looks like May's not in yet. Miss you. So I was into horses. Wasn't everybody at some point? Wish May would take some of this down. It's embarrassing. Man, was I ever a dork. Well, we all have an awkward phase.
So, I got the job. May's recommendation really helped.
People know that when she says something, she means it.
Pete, good to see you.
You too.
Rather live on the street than ask my parents for help.
People don't realize how many kids are homeless. 1 in 30. And too many shelters aren't equipped to care for them.
Doesn't pay much, but a gig's a gig.
Everyone feels hopeless at some point. Helps to know there's somebody willing to listen.
Peter, how are you?
You guys holding up all right?
This moron thinks I'm going to move in with my daughter.
Hey, that'd be great.
She hasn't asked, and she's not gonna. I'm not going anywhere.
You don't know that. Nobody does.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. That's a promise.
However, once things quieted down, it wasn't long before Fisk himself was seen being escorted out.
He kept Uncle Ben's clothes a long time. It's like he was still looking out for her. Not bad, thanks. Got some time to kill before Doc needs me at the lab. Let's do a little Spidey workout in the city.